Great. Again with the black yarn, we will work the hands or the front paw of this beautiful panda. And you'll start here again with 6 single crochet in a magic ring. All right. So one more time, I will fast forward here. We work a couple of magic rings so far. So I guess you already know how to work this. Very nice. Double secure the beginning of your yarn as always. Now we'll work the size here of this arm. So for round 2 to 4, you will work 6 single crochet. The first round here I will work together with you because this is a very small detail and you will see that the stitches are staying on the top of each other here, which is what we don't like, what we don't want for this arm. So let me just finish this round. And you see here is curling to the outside. So let's just organize these stitches here, pull it to its place. And you see how the shape changes completely, right? Yes, so this is what we want. Now I'll work here the remaining of my rounds, round 3 and 4. And I will catch you up for the round number 5, all right? Great, so here we have the size of this little arm and we will hide this tail inside of the toy. Okay, let me put it this, and you can see that we are not adding any stuffing material to this limbs because we won't need it. Okay, super good. What we will work here is the same thing as we did with the back paw, but this time we have 6 stitches in total. So when you fold it, you have 3 in one side and 3 on the other one. So once again, we will crochet the sides together. So I'm grabbing here my first and my last stitch, and this is my first single crochet. And then again here, my one more stitch, stitch number 2, and the third one here. All right, this is super good. Now, once again, I will cut this thread. You leave a little bit tail for sewing later, and you make another one. Ta-da! Super good. Now we will work here the snout or the little nose of this panda, and again we will work here 6 single crochet inside the magic ring. All right, so work here your 6 single crochet and I will catch you up for round number 2. It will be a little bit different than before. Super good. Now here for round number 2, you will work 1 increase and 2 single crochet. Okay, you repeat 2 times and you will have 8 stitches at the end of this round. So here I am in my second repetition here. So I'll work 1 increase and 2 single crochet here. 1 and 2. I arrive at the end of this round. Now I will just double secure the beginning of this tail here, just to make sure that this snout will not unravel. And let's move on and work for round number 3. Just organize your stitches because it can overlap, it can be on top of each other. And now for round number 3, you will work 8 single crochet. All right, so we work just 1 round here with the single crochet. Work your rounds and I will catch you up once we finish with this snout. Super good. Now you cut your thread, you leave a little bit of tail for sewing later. Let's hide this inside of the nose and let's send this tail to the back or to inside our snout. This will help us later when we are sewing the detail. Okay? Super good. Now let's work the ears, okay? So here we'll start again with the magic ring, but this time we will work a little bit different. So stay with me here. You will work now 4 single crochet inside the magic ring, okay? So let's work here together, because we will not be working in rounds for this ear. So this is 3rd and number 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's super good. Now let's close this magic ring And what's going to happen here now, you'll see instead of continue working in rounds, what you're going to work here is you will chain 1. So here, let me organize. Chain 1, turn your work, and start crocheting on the other side. So here you will work 1 single crochet, and then 1 increase here, following up by another increase. Here, this is my second increase. Okay, and you finish with 1 single crochet here on the last stitch. All right, super good. This is our ear, you see. Now you can fasten off this beginning of this tail. Let me just cut this and wave in this inside so we can cut this thread. Okay, super good. Now let's work one more, and we have 2. Ta-da! Super good. Now let's start assembling this little panda. Look at this. So this is the back, right? You have a color change here. You're gonna place like a triangle the legs, okay? So use the central part here as a guide, and you'll start sewing this on the back of your panda, on the down part here. You have 6 stitches, and you should sew it 6 times. All right, so here is my first stitch. Now you grab 1 more stitch from the bottom here of the body, and 1 stitch here from the leg. Okay, and this is what you're going to repeat 6 times because you have 6 stitches on the legs, correct? So 1 more stitch here from the bottom and 1 stitch here from the leg. I like using the pins to fasten the pieces here in the toy because it helps not to move. All right, super good. Once you're done, you see this is how it should be looking like, our triangle here in the central part of our changing colors. So this is a very nice guide. Now let's work here the arms, and this is very easy to sew it. This is super nice because you have 3 stitches in the arm and you have 3 here rounds, you see, in black. So you're going to sew it the 3 stitches of the arm with the 3 rounds with the black color that you crocheted just a couple of minutes ago. All right, so let's work here. This is the first stitch from the body and first stitch here from the arm here. That's super good. Okay, I'm out of the camera. Move. Yes, 1 more stitch here in the body and the second stitch here in the arm, and now the third and last stitch. So you grab 1 more stitch here from the final round of the body and the last stitch. So now here what I like to do is I bring this tail here to the front, just a little bit to the front, because you see here the arm. Let me just show you one thing. The arm will be like, hey, you can leave it like that, all right? But I like my arms to be very tight and close to the body. So that's optional to you. You can just leave the arm waving to you if you want. So you just stop it here and fasten off this tail. Or you can do like me. I like to sew this arm so it's close to the body. So I'll bring this tail here to the back and I will secure with a knot from the other arm. Super good. So we have here both arms are tight. Now I will fasten here the ears. Okay, so this is a nice position for me. All the exact position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the exact position that I sew all of the limbs from the animal here, from this panda. It's in the written pattern. You can find it in the written pattern, all right? So just check in the description below, all the instructions is there. So here I will just start sewing this going up way. So I found it here, my round number 6. And let's sew this here very fast. And here I will show you how I secure the yarn, which I didn't show you in the previous pieces that we just sewed. Okay, so let me just work this. I will leave it showing you how I sew it the pieces. I know that this is a bit tricky for some of you, so let us go a bit slowly here. All right. And I know that black is not a good choice for working, so maybe I should have shot this video with the other color, with the pink or with the blue that I work the other pandas. Yeah, well, I'm learning also how to shoot it better. Super good. Okay, I will sew the other ear here and I will come back. Ta-da! Magic. Now I just want to show you here how I double secure just to make sure that everything is tight and fastened and it will not come off. Okay, so I tied a knot here with the both leftovers from the both ears and I hide this inside of the toy. Ta-da! Look at this, magic. Go inside, go inside, inside. Okay, you see? Ta-da! Hide it, hide it. Now he has a mole. Okay, it's gone. Super good. Now let's sew the snout. Okay, look at this. You can leave this panda without the snout easily. You know, it's maybe even easier. So it's one less piece to sew it. But I like to give the option here in case you want to give more, I don't know, details to your toys. You can easily just introduce here just some eyes and make the snout. And here I will show you the beginning of the sewing of this nose. Okay, so it's always very simple. Grab one stitch from the body, one stitch from the piece that you're sewing. In this case is the snout. Here it's a very small detail and later you will embroider the nose, so you don't need to add stuffing material as well. Okay, maybe you can even skip the snout. Actually, now I was thinking maybe I should have done one without the snout, so you will see. But anyways, it's super cute with the nose also. So let me just show you here a little bit more. Grab one stitch from the nose, one stitch from the body. All right? Super good, very easy. Great. Now, once you're done, I'm gonna now embroider the eyes of this panda and the nose. In my case, I like to embroider the eyes. Okay, if you're using safety eyes, you can check the exactly position that I'm gonna embroider here in the written pattern. In the written pattern, I tell you how many rounds, in which round you should attach and how many stitches between them, okay? One more time here, you leave this tail because later you will again tie the knot and hide it inside of the toy, just to make sure that everything will stay on its place. Here, my way of embroidering the eyes is very simple. You just start embroidering straight lines. Yes, you embroider straight lines until it becomes a round eye. It's like magic. You go making straight lines and then eventually it becomes a round eye. You will see it here. And for this little panda, I'm making a bit bigger eyes because, you know, it's a characteristic from the panda. They have this, not a big black eyes, but around their eyes are black fur, so it looks big eyes. Okay, so I work one here, I will work the other one, and I will come back here. Super good. Look at this, he's looking super cute. With the leftover of the yarn, now we will embroider here a triangle, okay? Now let's just work here very fast. I want to show you because again, it's a lot of repetitions. So just find here the central position here of the snout and you see we are starting to embroider in between the last and the previous round, okay? So here I will just draw a limit here. We'll just draw a limit here. We want a triangle shape. Okay, so this is the shape. For this panda, I'm making a small tiny nose, and I'm gonna color it here inside, kind of, right? You're going to make, again, straight lines until it becomes a triangle. It's like magic again. Okay, so just go making straight lines on that limit, and this is how it should be looking like. Look how cute is this. Again, let me just focus this here. Okay, now look at this. And you see it's fat, right? Because there's so many repetitions, so many, until it becomes a triangle. Now let's give a happy face to this little panda. And again, it's with the same yarn that I'm embroidering everything. I am still with the same yarn. Now I will make a smiling face. Look at this. Oh, how cute. Very nice. So let me just now secure this smile with this piece of yarn, and I will bring here to the same place where we started. So not this one, it's just that this is easier for me. Aha, he's smiling. Great, this is looking very nice for me. Now I'm gonna bring this to the beginning of the tail here. So inside the same stitch, I will pull this yarn out, and we will make a simple knot here. Again, just to double secure that the eyes, all the embroidery will remain on its place. And once again, we will hide this inside. Go inside, go inside. Super good. And your panda is ready. Look at how beautiful is this. I wanted to show you something very fast about this snout. You see, this I use embroidering thread to embroider the nose and the smile. And this one I use the cotton yarn that I work the panda. So you can see a difference between the snout. This one is smaller, the other one is big. And this is optional to you. I think it's nice when we can compare the results. If you like this video, leave me a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next time. Bye!